Cafe. My name's Biscuit. I'm waiting for my friend Cookie to come in the door. She should be here momentarily.
She would if she wasn't lost on the island.
You're lost on the island again?
I know, I've been here like 35 times, and I think I'm in the right place.
You are in the right place.
You haven't changed any landmarks today, have you?
I have not changed any landmarks today. I also even put a gnome outside my house, so, like, you'd find it. For the cafe, you'd find it. Just so that, people don't get confused.
I'm here.
Yay! Cookies arrived! How are you today, Cookie?
Oh, I am well today. I'm really happy to be here and doing this.
You look adorable.
Oh, thank you. Pink is my color.
Today I decided to be a sushi chef.
Because you are a chef of all things.
Yay!
And today's sushi.
And today's sushi.
Wait.
So let's have a sit.
Let's see if I can do it this time. Yay! First try!
Yay! So as I said, my name is Biscuit.
I'm Cookie.
And we have decided to start a podcast about life and everything. And Animal Crossing.
Life and everything and Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's three things that are in my world right now.
Yep. That's what 42 really is. See, it's not life, the universe, and everything. It's life, everything,
and Animal Crossing. Yeah. I think that Hitchhiker's got it wrong.
Well, was it wrong or was it just ahead of its time? Like, it didn't know yet.
True, Animal Crossing. I mean, Animal Crossing's been around for a long time. I guess not as long as Hitchhiker's, though.
No. Douglas Adams was a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Fair. So, Cookie and I have decided to base our podcast video format in Animal Crossing to be able to bring lots of different venues with the current situation. We thought it was the best way to travel. I guess travel the world would be the idea.
Well, you can sort of travel the world. I mean, I really enjoy that it takes me exactly the same amount of time to come to your island as it does to one in Australia.
Yeah.
There's no 18-hour flight. There's just Dodo Airlines.
There's Dodo Airlines.
And the other benefit, other than, being able to be, quote-unquote, on location, is that we can look however we want.
Very true. Like today, I'm a sushi chef.
And here in real life, I'm not wearing any makeup. So that is not a thing I have to worry about since our video is virtual.
Yeah. I actually appreciate being able to do this and then having a video format, because we know we talked about just doing audio version. And then based on our research, and you'd sent me that one link that I'm forgetting now about the Nintendo Minute? I forget who they are. Oh my god. You sent me
the talk show?
Yeah.
Oh. Animal Talking, Gary Whitta's show.
That's the one.
Yes.
I knew I forgot it all. Anyway, we'll put that in the description below. So, how's your week been?
My week was not the best, I gotta be honest, but you know what, it's okay because today is a holiday where we're at, and you can't go wrong with that, a day off of work, just hanging out in the sun.
Later in the pool.
Yes.
And the barbecuing. So we'll be very excited for that. How my week has been about the same. Kind of like meh. I did, however, buy a bunch of new board games, which I'm really excited for.
Like board games that you play with people?
Yeah, with the peoples. Because, now we're allowed to have a congregation of no more than 10 people at any one time, so we can have, one or two friends over to play these board games in person.
My goodness.
I know!
That's flabbergasting.
Oh, it's been flabbergasting the last few months.
That's just... That's what that is.
I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment.
Yes.
It's been, Animal Crossing has pretty much been my life for the last, 3 months?
I think it's been about 3 months.
Yeah.
But thank goodness. I mean, could it have come at a better time?
No. Honestly, the release of Animal Crossing was probably the best planned release I've ever seen. I mean, I didn't jump on the bandwagon right at the beginning. It took me a few weeks of watching how someone else play to get the bug. Actually, this is my first Animal Crossing game. I've never played before.
I wanted to ask you about that, actually, whether this was your first Animal Crossing game.
Yeah, I had a GameCube, but I never played Animal Crossing. My games were, I played a lot of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean a lot of Zelda. I think I finished all of the Cube 64 Zelda games.
That's impressive.
Multiple times.
Zelda intimidated me. And Zelda intimidated me because it was an open world.
Oh, yeah, the Breath of the Wild. Is it Breath of the Wild, this one? Yeah, Breath of the Wild. This one is, I put a lot of time into it, and then it's just, it's a lot when you only have so much time. This is where Animal Crossing is, I mean, I could have spent, 400 hours in Zelda just wandering around that open world.
Right.
Instead, I spent 400 hours creating an Animal Crossing because I needed an outlet for my creativity.
There isn't much else that could be done during this lockdown period. But it is a great outlet for creativity. It's also a really great outlet for the urge to shop.
Oh, my God. I have so many things I'm just never going to use.
I mean, that's true for me in real life.
Yeah. I mean, I try not to, but, like, the way that you get money in Animal Crossing is, it's almost like cheating. I feel like I feel like I'm cheating.
Although, I mean, it would be great if it was as easy to catch bugs in real life as it is in Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And they didn't, there was only a few of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then you didn't have them, like, making more bugs. Yeah.
They spawned at set intervals.
That would be awesome.
That would
and
be
they're
awesome.
just butterflies everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's not real life.
Although I have found that I am less squicked out by bugs in general now that I'm seeing them all the time in the game.
Oh, really?
So that's been therapeutic in a way.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I think that I used to... flying bugs were... they make my skin crawl. I think also all the flying bugs in the game, I'm a little less about flying bugs. I noticed. Yeah, exactly. that is exactly the feeling. It's like that.
Yeah.
A little bit more on that one. But yeah. Yeah, it's been very therapeutic in the last, I would lose myself for hours on end in this game creating different environments, areas, which we will showcase on the video portion of this podcast.
Absolutely.
Today we're in the Petal Cafe, which is my house, the main room. I don't have anything else decorated, so don't ask. Don't ask. But maybe next episode we'll go to the library, or we'll go to the tiki bar.
I like the tiki bar. But didn't you stay up till like 4 a.m. one night working on that?
Shh. We're not talking about how long I stayed up while working on that stupid tiki bar, which is almost not even quite done because I keep forgetting to make more coconut juice.
Oh, right.
I need to fill
the coveted coconut juice.
Yeah. It was like the one recipe that I was missing for so long.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty good on recipes. Oh, speaking of which, let's talk about the recent DIY giveaway we did.
Oh, that was fun. So my house was filled. My multiple rooms in my house. And my house is fully, expanded. So I have the upstairs, the downstairs. I had so many DIYs that are extra that were just laying on the floor. Because what else are you supposed to do with them? You can't store them. They just sit on your floor in your house. And it was like, I was walking on DIYs everywhere. And then you had
I had about, 70 lying around on my island.
Yeah, somewhere along that. So we posted on NoFeeAC on Reddit.
My favorite subreddit, by the way. Shout out.
Shout out to r/NoFeeAC. And we had some amazing people pop by and take almost all of the DIYs, which made me so very happy.
It was quite the little free-for-all while everybody was just move to a DIY, check what it is. Move to a DIY, check what it is. It was like an anthill. It was delightful.
I felt so bad that it took so long because we can only have so many people on the island at one time, and I didn't want to...
Yeah, it's a bit unmanageable when you're having multiple guests.
Yeah, I had to try and bring people on as and be like, okay, now you can come, and now you can come as someone's leaving, and
right.
We had 8 or 9 people.
That sounds about right.
9 or 10. I was between 8 and 10 people of the 12 that asked to come over, and they were all so great about it. It took me forever to set it all up, and I think next time though, I think we should definitely maybe catalog things.
Yeah.
Of what we have.
I have done that before.
Does that work better?
Yes and no, because at the same time you're trying to keep track of who wants what.
Yeah.
Who's come over, who hasn't, what you still have.
Yeah.
So you sort of had this screen going concurrently with responding to everything on Reddit, dealing with those who are on the island to get the things. It's a bit more difficult.
Yeah.
It would almost be easier if you were just friends with everybody and could mail them.
Yeah. I've heard that you can only have 100 friends?
Can you?
Yeah.
On the Switch or on AC?
On the Switch.
Okay.
Because you can't really mail people things unless they're your best friends, I thought.
No, you can mail things to anybody, but you have to have met up in the game. You can't just be Switch friends.
Oh, yeah. Which is weird. I find that weird. If you both have the game and you're my Switch friend, you'd think that it would link up in the game. In
some ways it does, because you're able to visit your islands at that point. It'll show up as an available island if the gate is open. But until you actually make that connection, you can't send mail.
I didn't know about the islands thing. I was trying to figure out how to get to my friend's island, and I'm like, I want to come visit.
Yeah.
But, every time they're on, they don't open their dang gate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at you, Eleanor.
The gate, it needs to be open. My gate is often open, actually. I love to have visitors, and I'll sometimes go looking to see what random islands are available to me. And then when there aren't any, I open mine because someone might be looking for a place to visit.
Maybe not a bad idea to do, actually, I think. Once I need to revamp. I need to do some landscaping. I got some open areas, and I've got a fully flowered area, and I want to change my entire entrance. And
it's such an ongoing process, right?
It drives me nuts, but I love it.
I know. That's the thing. It's such an...
It kills me, but I love it.
it's like a living thing. As soon as you finish one thing, you want to change something else. And it's just sort of endlessly consuming.
It is definitely endlessly consuming.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but so I want to go back to your introduction to Animal Crossing.
Okay.
So you were playing Zelda.
Yep.
And then I know you were also playing Stardew Valley.
Oh yes, I love me some Stardew Valley. I started playing Stardew Valley. Oh my god, a couple years ago. I think that someone had mentioned it to me, and it was like, you can grow, because I never actually played Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon or any of these things, which was odd because I am definitely a gamer. Apparently, just not these games. So I started playing Stardew Valley, and it reminded me a lot of a section in one of the expansions for World of Warcraft is you farm, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And you go on adventures, like it's part of the you have to like grow these vegetables so you can cook them, which is kind of neat. And so I was like, oh, this is a game all about this, and then you go on adventures in the mine, and it was like, what, I was like, what? Where did this game? I've never seen this game before. What? I didn't stop playing it forever. Like, just played it, and I think I've actually started a couple of farms too. Different areas and stuff like that. And then I played Minecraft, which is also super creative.
Right. I haven't played Minecraft, so...
Oh my god, I love Minecraft. So I played Minecraft, I've played Sky Factory, and I think I got into Sky Factory in 3 because of streaming platform streamers. There's a group called Achievement Hunter. They started playing Sky Factory 3, and my partner was watching it, and I'm like, oh my god, what is that?
Right.
So then I started playing Sky Factory 3, and I would watch them play Sky Factory 3 and play it was really funny. And then Sky Factory 4 came out, which is a bit of a different concept by the same person. His name is Bacon Donut. He is a Twitch streamer.
Sounds delicious.
He's a Twitch streamer. We'll put that in the description below as well. And yeah, it's just he made this entire game based off of Minecraft. But like, it's so much work and such creativity, and you can just do so many things. It's so interesting. And then I basically finished the game, air quote, finished the game. I got really far, and then I was like, okay, I need to basically start over again because everything is just too tight. And then I don't remember what else I was playing. And then the pandemic happened.
Yeah, it did.
And I think I needed to take a break because I didn't play right away. Like I said, I didn't pick up Animal Crossing right away. I think I was playing Pokemon Shield before this. And then I took a break from it. And I was doing other things. And my partner was playing, and he was getting all frustrated because he kept getting told about the holes in the ground by his residents. And how they kept falling in the holes. He was just leaving holes across this island. And he's like, I'm so tired of this. I'm like, well then, fill your holes. Like, fill the holes. Like, after you dig up whatever you're digging up. And then, so I was watching him play on our TV. And I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. And then about a week and a half after it launched, I bought it. And then it's been almost 400 or 500 hours.
Yeah.
So.
Similarly, I started, I think it was the last week of March, which must have been out for about 2 weeks at that point. I don't remember
Yeah,
what
I
the
think
exact
about
release
2
date
weeks.
was.
Yeah.
It was right in the middle of the Sakura season,
Yep. Yeah.
which I missed most of because I didn't have a slingshot yet. So there's that. But I actually hadn't played any Animal Crossing either. This is my first Animal Crossing game, and I never thought that it would be something that I enjoyed. And I don't know why not. I think I just didn't know enough about it.
I think I had the same experience.
I was intimidated by the open world, similar to to the way that Zelda scares me, because I don't have a great sense of direction, and I'm always like, it's just going to be too frustrating. And then other people started playing it, and I was like, well, you can play with people, and I miss people.
Yeah.
I want to play. So I downloaded it, and that was it for me. I didn't realize how much of your own building and designing you get to do. And that's what hooked me, because way back in the day, and I know I'm dating myself here, there was this game called Furcadia.
Okay.
Back in, I'm talking like the 96, 97.
Okay.
It was one of the first social MMOs.
Okay.
And it was free to play. You were an anthropomorphic character, and you got to, build a world. It was all outdoor. You didn't have this in the house, out of the house thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you could build walls and beds and chairs and all kinds of things. Now, to those listening who know Furcadia, I'm sorry, because it degraded over time into something way too adult for what it was intended.
Oh, okay.
It became an 18-plus forum. Not that... and it didn't even take that long. We're talking at the beginning of furries and plushies in the 90s, so things got out of hand, and I was still a kid. I was I don't know, 16 or so. I'm like, you know what? This is maybe not my scene so much.
Yeah.
So I got out of that. But then I had heard of Animal Crossing when it first came out. And I knew some people who were playing it. I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then forgot about it for the next 15 years. Until this happened. So now I would say I'm all in.
Yeah, I'm definitely all in, and I'm kind of excited. So far, I did the fishing event, which was alright, not really my thing. Did the bug off, again, not really my thing. You really enjoyed both of those.
I like that.
Yeah.
Get stuff for doing stuff type projects.
The one that drove me bonkers was the Easter one.
Oh. That drove a lot of people bonkers.
Yeah, it drove me a little nuts, because you'd try and fish up something. Very specifically, you knew it was that you were in the right time, you were in the right section, and you get freaking water eggs.
Yeah. Yep.
Stupid water eggs.
That was frustrating.
It was very frustrating. If it had been a shorter period of time instead of 2 full weeks, I feel like I would have been a little less frustrated, maybe. But after about a week, I wanted to stab Zipper a little bit. Not that I condone the stabbing of animals. I just, was very, very upset.
Yeah, it was a bit frustrating, especially once you've actually crafted everything, and it's kind of like, okay, well, now can I sell it, or do I have to keep it, or we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know until the last day of the egg hunt, and I'm like, can we hurry up, please? And I, at that point, because I was working my way towards a 5-star island, and I hadn't quite got it yet, so I didn't want to time travel, meaning that skip ahead days, because you can modify the date on your Switch to
That's a topic of great debate that we'll talk about some other time.
That is a very, yeah. So I didn't want to do that at that point because I was trying to enjoy the game as it's meant to be played until I got to 5 stars. After that, it's been, I have done bits and pieces, but not into months later. It's been like 1 day, 2 days here just to get stuff done.
Right.
And I usually, once the days catch up, I will flip back.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, the rating system is interesting. It's also a topic of hot topic in the
great contention.
The 3 stars? 3 stars for KK Slider to,
I believe so.
Yeah, come to do a concert on your island. As soon as I achieved that, I was like, ooh, I've unlocked, the next wave of creativity.
Right.
With terraforming, which basically took over my life.
Yes.
Life takeover.
I visited a new player friend last week who had the same starter island as I did.
Oh, yeah.
And I had such a wave of nostalgia being like, oh, my island used to look like this. I had forgotten how nice it was. It's unrecognizable now. It's quite funny.
Yeah, I think that I've modified where my rivers are from where my island first started.
Yeah, for sure. The only things that are in the same places as they were before are the mouths of the rivers, because you can't fix those.
Yep.
Sadly.
Mouths of the rivers and resident services, because you can't move that either.
Right, yes.
I kind of, and I've contemplated, I'm going to sidebar here. I think this entire episode is probably going to be about Animal Crossing and not so much life right now. But maybe next one will be about life.
Maybe.
But anyway, I digress. I kind of wish I'd put resident services right in the front of the airport or shifted it elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
wait, did we choose where resident services went?
I thought we did. Because some people's is right in front of their airport.
But not everybody's airport's in the same place.
Oh, I suppose. Maybe it was, I don't know. I wish it was more...
I actually don't remember.
And so that's the other thing, too, is I've had the thought of, like, okay, I've done all of these creative things. I mean, I've grown almost every flower, and...
Almost.
I think there's 2 that I didn't do, that I had to get from you.
Right. Same.
Was the black Cosmo, I could just not grow it for my life, and the green mum were the 2 that really, caused me some distress.
Yeah.
Just some distress here. But every other flower I have hybridized.
Well, you're doing better than me. There's 2 that I can't get. So, I'm still missing a purple pansy. Working on it. I'm starting again on the pansies.
I got 1 of those, and I'm trying to clone it right now.
And my blue roses I haven't gotten yet because the ones that I got from you aren't cloning. So...
Really?
Really.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they grow like crazy for me. Yeah.
But I understand that different flowers grow better on different islands.
Yes. That is a thing. So there's sister flowers. So like I have tulips, hyacinths, and was it tulips mums? No, tulips, hyacinths, and roses. No, is it lilies? No, it's lilies.
No, you had roses when you first started.
I do. Roses and tulips were my first 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's lilies that grow really fast on my island. Hyacinths do too, actually. Hyacinths just grow like weeds on my island. Cosmos, mums, and pansies don't grow like at all.
Right. My pansies grow like crazy, but they still won't breed.
Yeah.
So I need to do some controlled... I wanted it to happen by accident, frankly. But, so now I've started some controlled breeding for the pansies to see whether that's any more successful.
And you're using the guide that I sent you, right?
I need to double check it to make sure I'm doing it right, but yes, that is a really excellent guide that I hope that you post the link to.
I will, in the description down below.
It's probably the most comprehensive flower growing guide I have seen so far.
I have to give props to Austin John Plays, because he is a YouTuber that, while we were all in quarantine, he played Animal Crossing and recorded it, and like every day. This guy just, he's such a good YouTuber. I really appreciate his content. Right now he's doing Pokemon because of the new Pokemon downloads. But just he's interesting, and I really appreciate it. He was the one who turned me on to that guide, and how to, and all the different creativity ideas and stuff like that. He had an idea for and created a monthly memorial garden. So every month he would put something in this like dial, kind of like a sundial, of things that reminded him of every month, right? So like, his starting month was March, and he put that in there, and then his birthday was in April, so he put the cake, that kind of thing. It was actually kind of neat. A memory garden, that's what he called it, a memory garden. I thought the concept was really neat, so I wanted to do something like that, but for my stargazing area.
Okay.
And I just haven't come up with the, all the, hasn't quite come through yet. So I'm,
That's fair. There's so many great ideas out there, and I hope we have a chance to showcase some of the things that we've found inspiring and some of the designs that we've fallen in love with. There's some super talented people creating content for this game.
Oh my god.
And, kudos to you, because holy cow, some of that technology is not easy to work with.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So any of the custom designs that I've used on my island, whenever we do showcase them, I will link them in the description, or maybe I'll put them on the screen.
Yeah.
We'll see which end up happening. But I definitely want to give all the props to all of the creators. They have created some amazing things in pixel art.
And I use a lot of them, honestly. There aren't enough slots in your designer to keep all of the amazing stuff people come up with.
Yeah, Nintendo needs to give us more.
Yeah, they need to hear that. Hey, Nintendo, we need more custom design slots.
Please?
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 Amongst many other things that I wish you would do with this game, I have a list.
Mm.
But, I also love it the way it is.
I do.
I'm so grateful it exists.
I think that maybe, with the addition of the art, I have completed all of my fossils for my museum.
Right.
The addition of the art was good. I wish Red would come by more often, but I get they want to space it out.
I learned what that's about, actually. Or at least what the theory is.
Okay.
So I use an app to track my Animal Crossing progress and items and such called ACNH Life, which I really enjoy. And one of the more recent updates suggests that you can only have 2 a week of a group of certain characters. So while you'll get certain people every week, like Sahara and Leaf and Kix, these other folks, you'll only get up 2 of them during a week, and one of those is Red. So Red, Flick, CJ,
Celeste.
Not Celeste.
Oh.
Red, Flick, CJ,
Label.
and Label. There might be one more. You only get 2 of those in any given week. I've already had Flick this week, so I don't know who else I'm gonna get.
And KK is automatically on Saturdays.
Right. So Celeste and Wisp are not stuck to that schedule. They just show up when they feel like it.
And Gulliver.
Gulliver's the last one. He's in that group of 2.
I had him in the other day. I said I would find his parts and I forgot.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
You need to always help Gulliver.
I knew. I got to Tower of Pisa. I got a Sphinx so far.
That's a thing. Okay. I didn't know that you always need to help Gulliver because it's helping Gulliver that will eventually get you your golden shovel.
Really?
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry, Gulliver.
You need to help him like 30 times, and if you're not a time traveler, this is literally going to take you like a year.
But then again, we go back to time traveling. Like, I'm not against it, and I understand the people that are against it, and I understand the people that do it. Because before I got my Lily of the Valley, which I was like, I think I freaked out when I got it, and I took a screenshot, and I was like dancing around, and I looked a fool. I looked a fool. But that's okay, because the same thing happened when I got my blue roses. I looked a fool, dancing around, going, ah, yeah. Anyway, I digress again. To complete projects, like the library, or the tiki bar, or moving houses. Oh my god. Moving houses.
It's a slow process.
Is a slow process. And do I get where Animal Crossing is meant to be a game where you can play a few hours of and then put down?
Really?
Apparently.
You can put it down?
Apparently. You know, I guess when you come home from work, stuff like that, you know, you pick it up a few hours or whatever.
I mean, that's true enough.
Right?
I do not play it while I'm at work.
Right? But when we were off work because of the pandemic and we needed to self-isolate, I would play most of the day.
Right.
Right? I mean, you get up, you take a shower, you brush your teeth, you take the dog out. If you have a dog. I have a dog. You drink some coffee and you play Animal Crossing?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That was my schedule.
For a long time.
Yeah.
So it was very frustrating.
Miss it now, honestly.
it was very frustrating needing to move houses and then being stuck because you have to wait until 5 a.m. the next day.
Right. Yeah.
So I get why people time traveled.
I do understand it. I feel like there's a way more we can talk about with that, and we should do that soon.
We will. We will.
Where was I going with that? But going back to Gulliver and things like that, I wish I had known that sooner.
Oh, did you miss a couple days?
I think I did. And that's not the things that I've learned in this game, and I don't know if it's because this is my first Animal Crossing game, or because these features are new to the game in some respects. I didn't know, for instance, that you could move things after you place them.
What do you mean?
You can push things into place.
Oh, yeah.
That took me forever to learn. I wish I had known that sooner. Because I was just picking it up and putting it down and picking it up and putting it down, hoping it would be in the right place. I didn't know you could turn things. I didn't know you could push them.
I had, thankfully, my partner had played Animal Crossing before, so I got a tutorial.
Oh.
I got a tutorial. So I thank him for that.
Yeah.
So he was my fountain of knowledge with all things Animal Crossing.
Things like I didn't know that you could not get stung by the wasps. I didn't know you could catch the wasps.
He taught me that too.
Yeah.
He's like, if you stand in front of the tree when you shake it with a net, as soon as the wasps come out, you hit A bunch of times, and now I'm a pro at it. I rarely ever get stung.
I still do, but
from time to time, if I'm in the wrong spot, or if if I'm not angled right.
There's too much stuff around the trees.
If there's too much stuff around the trees, I has that problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of different little things. Like, I had no idea you could actually use the trash cans for things.
Oh my gosh, right?
Like, what, do you know how much time that saved me when trying to remove excess flowers?
Yeah. Of course, you don't get paid for the stuff you put in the trash can, but it just evaporates.
It's
magical.
It's the cost benefit of walking from my flower field to Nook's Cranny, not worth it.
No.
It's much better. It's just much easier to trash them.
So that's my question for anybody who's listening to this surprisingly lengthy first episode is, what are the things you wish you knew sooner in this game? And maybe we could teach each other a few things.
That would be awesome. I still have things to learn about Animal Crossing.
Oh, I definitely do.
Yeah. Like, how many spaces you can make a bridge. How long you can make a bridge.
I'm practicing not scaring away the bugs on the trees when I'm trying to catch them. You have to be like 2 spaces away. Yeah, that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bridge isn't easy either.
No. Trying to figure out how many spaces away. How long you should make your bridge. How short you can make your bridge.
Mm-hmm.
How much space you have to have on either side of...
I learned how to make an angled bridge. That was fun.
Yeah, that one I have no idea still. I still have no idea how to make an angled bridge. I probably would have done that with one of my bridges, but,
Or that you can only have 8 inclines. By the way, you can only have 8 inclines, but you don't know that until you try to make the 9th one.
It's the same number for bridges. 8 and 8. I don't know where this number came from, but
Just
sure.
Arbitrary Tom Nook rules.
Yeah. He does run the world of Animal Crossing.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Until they change it.
Okay, so that's the question. What do you wish that you knew sooner? And maybe you can teach, other Animal Crossers about the things they don't know, and maybe they can teach you.
Your hints and tips
are welcome.
Absolutely welcome.
Yeah. And if you want to hit us up, we are at the Petal Cafe on Twitter.
Yep.
And at Petal Cafe on Instagram.
We'll put those links as
in
well.
the description below. For now, this is Biscuit
and Cookie
signing off.